the worst inventions for dogs is puppy pads. They literally tell your dog it's okay to go to the toilet in the house. You even reward your dog for it when they hit that puppy pad. The problem is, what your dog learns and the way the dog's brain works is you're actually teaching your dog it's okay to go to the toilet in your house. Their first experiences in your house of where you want them to go to the toilet, you're conditioning them that it's a good thing to go to the toilet in the house. Then what happens is when you want them to go to the toilet in the garden, they hold it because this is actually now unnatural for your dog to piss outside. So they hold it. You bring them back in, then they go to the toilet and then you scold them and get the yump. The other reason why dogs will often miss the puppy pad is because they've already peed on that puppy pad and in that area and they can smell it, so they're likely to go to a different area to then go to the toilet. Don't use puppy pads. Puppy pads literally tell your dog it's okay to piss and shit in the house. It's one of the worst inventions and it confuses your dog. Hello Sophie, how are you doing? He makes a mistake, enough. Hold him accountable. We don't need that shit. Hello Sophie, how are we doing? Let's go. I'm not mad. Yeah? He was a prick. Get over yourself. Good boy. Take it off. But stop. Hello, Sophie. I'm not going to have him dictate who I can and can't talk to. I'm not asking him to say hello to Frank. Frank's not trying to say hello to you. Yeah? You don't have the right to trap off to someone just because you don't like them. Can you imagine if humans did it? Well, some people do, right? But if I want to say hello to Sophie, I'm going to say hello to Sophie. I'm not asking the dogs to be friends. I'm not asking them to say hello. But what I do expect is if I'm here, you stay there, I do this, we walk off, you follow. Because I am not going to have my life ruled by a dog and dictated to. You get to the point where if you're overtired, overworked, that you can start getting snappy and frustrated. If you're not getting enough sleep, you can become irritable and problematic in your everyday life. It's the same with the dog. If the dog is not getting enough sleep, if the dog's constantly up and down like a yo-yo, yeah? If your dog has been out for 2 hours, it should be freaking sleeping. But if your dog goes to sleep on the sofa after its exercise, and it's been asleep for 10 minutes, but you get up to go to the toilet and the dog follows you, or you go upstairs and the dog follows you, yeah, or you go into the kitchen and the dog follows you. If every time you get up, the dog gets up, but the dog's had sufficient exercise and now it should be sleep, your dog's having constant interrupted sleep. It's never fully decompressing, and many times the dog gets anxious and can develop behaviours such as whining, barking, destructive behaviour, other nuisance behaviours. Because it's constantly following you around, it can now develop separation anxiety, because when you do leave and it can no longer follow you, now it panics. Because it's up, down, and it's not sleeping enough, so many problems arise. In 2024, one of the biggest issues I see with dogs with behavioural problems is they are not sleeping enough. So, after exercise, we come home, we keep him on the lead, we take him to his water bowl, we let him have a drink, we then take him to his crate, we pop him in the crate, we shut the door. Then we carry on with our day. He sleeps for a couple of hours. When he wakes up, we then give him his dinner. Yeah? We create that routine so he learns to fully decompress, to fully switch off. Yeah? And you'll see that he's whining in the house. He's going to whine in the crate, but he whines in the house anyway. He whines in the car. He whines when he's outside. He whines anyway. So a little bit of whining in the crate. We used to be whining anyway. Yeah? But he will eventually start to go, oh my God, this is great. And then you'll find that after exercise, he'll naturally start to switch off. He won't be so on edge. He won't be needing to know where you are constantly every second of every day. His behaviour such as whining will improve. His behaviour such as barking at everything will improve. His general health, his general well-being, his general demeanour, general everything will be calmer and more relaxed. Proper exercise crates. You have a dog come over to you.
Yeah.
One, look how much he's got his lead.
Yeah.
But it's very hard for me. Hang on a second. second. It's very hard for me to keep this dog behind me because of the harness. And see what happens as soon as I put on that harness. See how he leans forward a little bit. Yeah. Because that's what the harness is designed to do. It's designed for the dog to pull in and push forward. Yeah. So if I'm trying to keep an off-lead dog at bay, I'm really struggling. Where's his slip lead? So with a slip lead, take that one for a second. With a slip lead, come here. Make sure your ears are out. Ears are out. With a slip lead, see straight away. Just that little, how on the harness he's lunging straight towards you, and on this, just a simple little wrist action. Boom, stops him straight in his tracks. So now I can start to build a bubble around this dog. Can you come and get your dog, please? Look, stop him. Can you come and get your dog? Yeah, because now I can control his head and I can build that bubble around him. Yeah, and I can use my leg if I have to, or I can carry an umbrella to open it. I guarantee if you open an umbrella, that dog's fucking running over there. Right, you can have a ball thrower, a tennis racket, it doesn't matter, but you can build that bubble. But on the harness, see, look, right there, boom, yeah? On that harness, push straight into it, and then I'm wrestling the dog and trying to block another dog.
And stop this.
Okay, so that's how you greet people. So this is what he does when he sees a dog.
It just constantly wants to sniff them.
So as quick
We
as it
fixed
goes
the
on,
lead
you turn it
walking.
off. How does that feel? Hello to him properly. Like you mean it.
And then the problems stop.
There we go. Like an everyday dog owner will do. Through fixing the lead walk in, we have stopped him lunging, pulling towards dogs, stopped him pulling you over, and stopped him jumping up at people. Lead walking.
Lead walking is more than just having the dog walk nicely. It provides confidence and control, which in turn can reduce lunging, being dragged, jumping up, just to name a few issues.
So you want a harsh truth, do you? Fat dogs are not cute. You are actually killing them with kindness. So is it really kind? Fat dogs are much more susceptible to joint problems, health problems, and behavioural problems, just to name a few. Ice cubes and frozen treats and icy water is in fact really bad for your dog. If your dog was actually suffering of heat stroke, if you were stupid enough to allow your dog to actually get heat stroke, what actually is dangerous to your dog when it is suffering from heat stroke, a life-threatening condition, is rapid changes in body temperature. So anything that will change your dog's body temperature in a rapid, quick-fire way can send your dog into shock if it has heat stroke. However, if you have a fit and healthy dog, giving it a frozen ice cube, giving it a frozen treat is not going to harm your dog. There's whole industries dedicated to frozen treats for dogs. Fit and healthy dogs will be absolutely fine on a warm day with some frozen treats. Memphis, come here. So now he's ignored me. No, come. Make it happen. Moving back. Every time I stop, I expect him to stop here. I don't want to tell you all the time is my dog doesn't like small dogs. And what normally that means is the dog may have had one or two bad experiences with a small dog. So every time you see a small dog, you're like, here we go again. And then the dog feeds off of you. The human inside you says it's because my dog doesn't like small dogs. Same as, just stop there a second, it's the same as when I get people say, my dog doesn't like huskies. What that normally tells me is you walk past golden retrievers, you relax. You walk past boxers, you relax. You walk past labradors, you relax. See a husky, you go, oh shit. And then the dog reacts and you go, oh, it's because he doesn't like huskies, and you get stuck in this vicious loop. So let's bring out a small dog, let's see what happens. Come on, Pete, come out, stay there. We have a small dog, we have a dog. Small dogs aren't a problem, don't get me wrong. People that let their small dogs off the leash barking their heads off or all over the place, the owners of the small dogs is the problem. But small dogs aren't. Look, there's Myla. Yeah, walk a little bit closer towards me, Phoebe. Good boy. Now, I'm not saying that he's not reactive, but if I go, oh shit, there's a small dog, what does he do? He's gonna react. Oh shit, there's a small dog. Yeah. We actually make our dogs reactive by not being relaxed. If you're in the woods and it's just you and him, you're happy-go-lucky. The second you see a dog, you're like, oh shit, here we go. So he goes into German Shepherd mode. He goes, I'm a police dog, I'm on patrol, what's going on? Whereas if I go, do you know what, mate? Just sit there, chill out, everyone's good.
The wee dog ran up and bit the back of him.
Can you just check, please? Because she's never bit a dog in her life. Yeah, just go up to the dog.
Come here. Let it come.
Could you check it, please?
Come here.
Sorry.
Come
He's
here.
a bit too erratic for me to go over and have a look now, but when he comes to now, have a look.
So all I'm doing is if he goes in front, just ever so slightly, just up and relax. Up and relax. So imagine driving, when you're walking a dog, so you both drive? Yeah. So when you're driving, it's a series of little inputs, to stay there. It's a series of little inputs. You're not slamming on the brakes every time you want to stop. You're not jamming the steering wheel to the right every time you want to do it. You're not staring in your mirrors or staring in your blind spot every time you want to change lanes. It's little shoulder checks, it's looking around, it's subtle little inputs, it's you instinctively know how much pressure to put on the brake to come to a stop. Sometimes you have to slam on the brakes. If he was to lunge, I would slam on the brakes. The way I'd do that is I'd pull up. Not enough that I lift him off the floor. The only way he'd come off the floor is if he lunged from his back legs going forward.
Yeah.
He would be the one that obviously took himself. But we pull up the brake. But when I want to slow him down, say we're walking forward and he's just starting to get away, we gently squeeze those brakes and then we come off the brakes.
Yeah.
Squeezing on those brakes, we come off the brakes. As we turn around, we squeeze and then we turn it off. On and off. And what we're doing is just keeping a little bit of order here. You guys to remember this one simple message. No dog has ever died from missing a walk. Countless dogs have died when being walked when it's too hot. Remember that.
The activity, he'd be fine in the hall with them, and then as soon as you'd go outside and a new dog was coming in, he'd turn into a twit again.
Yeah. Okay, it's very similar to how we would use a slip lead. Yeah. So if I pull up, it applies pressure, but now it's not applying pressure there, it's applying pressure to the snout.
Right.
But the way I use it, a little bit of pressure here brings him into me. If he goes in front, I pull up to stop. Yeah. So up to slow him down. A little bit of pressure to lead him round. As soon as he gives into that pressure, he's got a little bit of pressure to bring him round, shorten up that lead. He goes in front. The difference between this and a slip lead is I need the tiniest bit of input. A little bit of pressure, he comes round. As soon as he's where he should be, that pressure turns off. Arm, short walk, nearly fell over. Arm, short but relaxed by my side. When I walk a dog, my jeans are falling down, I must have lost weight overnight. When you walk a dog, you need to walk like a boss.
See this point I told
Now
you
stop and turn and face me. Stop and turn and face me, keep him by your side. Take a deep breath for me, relax your arm, both arms, relax. Shrug your shoulders. That's it. Good boy. Yeah, so if you have to, do a 360 to break his focus. And stop there. Right there, perfect, that's it. Stay nice and relaxed, taking some deep breaths. Hello, Mishka and Karen. That's a nice pose. You did that. You. Yeah? And you did that by not panicking, relax your arm, taking a deep breath.
You tricked me, didn't you?
Oh, of course I tricked you.
Yeah.
If I told you I was bringing out a dog, you would have passed him the lead. You've got this. Come towards me. I believe in you. That's it. Stay nice and chilled out. Stop. Walk towards me. Stop. Make a fuss of him. The bit you're good at. There you go. I'm going to let you say hello to this dog. He's friendly as anything, but if he jumps up, I know it might not bother you, but it bothers me and it confuses him. So if he jumps up, can you just take all of your attention away from him and let me deal with it? Go on in, mate. So say hello to him properly. Like you mean it, Phoebe. Like you're not a dog trainer. There we go. Like an everyday dog owner will do. That's it. Stop there for me, Phoebe. Ah. Good boy. Yeah? So, step one is not letting him make that decision. Just because there's a person there doesn't mean you can go straight over to it. Step two is waiting for him to be a bit calmer and hold him accountable if he's not listening to me. Step three comes the reward for that good behaviour. And then if you stay grounded, you get the fuss. If you jump up, I'm going to correct you. Because I want to create these clear lines for you. Go away, Phoebe. Right. Yeah! So ball is good. Right, just go behind that car for me, please. Yeah! A little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Stop there. Sit. Throw the ball behind you. Go with him. Yeah! How's that? Ready?
You just show me up now.
That's what breaks the focus.
Okay.
As soon as I pull, see
Yeah.
you put up resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah? The
Yeah.
second I pull, you put up resistance.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at your
I'm trying.
Ready, I'm going to pull. The resistance is there.
Okay.
Dog jumping up, you want to pull up on that lead because he will naturally go up on his back legs,
Yeah.
but he goes up the way that he is comfortable doing it. If you apply a little bit of pressure upwards, that's more up than he was willing to go, so he naturally wants to come back down.
Okay.
When a dog jumps up, we have a tendency of trying to force them down and get into that wrestling match. As soon as they come up, just apply a little bit extra pressure up, and the dog's like, no, I want to come back down.
Yeah.
Yeah? Very, very straightforward. So